Hello everybody, it's your boy Lumenaddy. Today's February the 5th and let's get right into it. So yesterday we had drawn the ascending channel and we wanted to see how price action would react to it. And sure enough, as we drew it, when price reached our lower trend line of the ascending channel, we did see the expected spike that we were hoping for. The price did get attracted back to the 5,000 level. And sure enough, there was a bounce back off that price. And then price continued to test the line again. However, the next candle after that, price broke out of the ascending channel. But there is something interesting that I want to point out. This being on the 4-hour chart, what is this candle that we see over here? Remember we talked about this a couple of videos ago? This looks to me like a reverse hammer. The two candles following that, what do we see right here? This is an engulfing pattern, right? A bullish engulfing pattern. So these two together, along with this, still make me believe that we are about to resume a bullish run. Some of you might think that I'm just delusional because of the way the price action has been going. And so let's go to the daily to recap that. When we look at the daily, price is, here we see another questionable descending hammer. We have this long, if we look back a couple days, we have this long wick down below, retracting way back up. This has to be respected. What follows this is just consolidation before we see this candle being respected, and we see that what it indicates will occur, which is a bullish run to happen above it. And similarly to the left of that, you have a bit of an engulfing pattern right here, right? So this all has to be respected. And men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. And in regards to charts, the numbers relay into the price action relays into the formation of these candles. And I always trust the candles. I don't believe the FUD and all the hysteria out there and people just dropping in their bags and selling everything. I don't believe it. There's nothing in the markets to convince me in terms of price action and candle formation to convince me otherwise. So I'm still bullish on Stellar, and I still believe this whole pattern right here that we're seeing is a long consolidation. However, we are getting signs to expect a renewal of the bull run. Now, where am I getting this confidence from? Okay, so I went over the candles that I see in the daily. I see an engulfing pattern over here, bullish engulfing pattern. Yes, following that, we did not see a bullish run, but I still have to respect what I see here. I see following that, I see a long hammer formation right here. Again, after that, there is consolidation, I agree. But this is a long hammer that I have to respect. I think on the daily, when you see this, you got to expect this to be a trend reversal candle. Even if the following candles don't immediately show the trend reversal, we are seeing long wicks up. So price is quick to move up. However, it is being pushed back. Now, what is pushing price back down? Why is it not escaping this 5,000 threshold? Well, when in doubt, just go to Bitcoin because it'll tell you what's wrong with the stellar price. And if we just move back, and this is the daily, and if we just look at how this massive descending wedge is what the price action for Bitcoin has been in, and it has broken through this descending wedge that I've drawn, and that's fine. I think I have another chart. Yeah, this shows it better. I drew a couple retracements, and the important retracement for me is this one right here that I drew from the 4799 level. And if we go left, why I drew that is I just looked at the Bitcoin chart, and there's a reason why I'm showing you this chart in relation to Stellar, and I'll get to that quickly. But I just looked at the last. You see, you have two tweezer tops right here, right? We know in candle formation, when you have a tweezer top formation, you're going to see a bearish run ensuing that, right? So you had a bearish run over here, and you're currently having another bearish run right now, right? And where is the last resistance level that they had as price was moving on up? The last one is right here, 47.99, right? And so currently Bitcoin price is 6,400, right? Well, I believe and it has broken through the 72nd percentile. What do we say? When anytime price breaks past this, but it has to close past this, right? If it closes past this, then we are in a bearish run for Bitcoin, at least down below. But what I believe is going to happen, especially the Bitcoin price, and that relates to the stellar price, I'll show you how, is that I believe Bitcoin will touch this 47.99 level and retract back up above the 1676. And I'm going to go as far as to say that it's going to happen within a day, because if we go on the daily, right, I believe we're going to touch this retracement level over here, right? Because it closed past the 72nd on the daily, right? So when it closes past the daily, it has to complete the retracement. So I believe it's going to touch the 47.99 over here. There's going to be a lot of buy orders placed here, and it's going to shoot on back up and possibly hit the 50, the 60, and the 72. Now, why is this important? Because, I mean, for Stellar's sake, why is it important? Because when you go back and you look at just price action of Bitcoin, right over here, and you look down, remember we showed this in a couple of videos earlier, it follows all the coins in the top 10 seem to follow the price action of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin rebounds back up, so will Stellar. And generally speaking, Stellar has a more exaggerated response in both directions than Bitcoin. So in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin went down 24%, Stellar went down 28%. Similarly, when Bitcoin rises back up, it's going to rise up more in percentage than Bitcoin did. And another thing that I find reassuring about Stellar price, even though it's dipping down, is currently, if you look at price, market cap, and its relation to Bitcoin price, right now the price is 26 cents roughly, right? Market cap of 4.9 billion, right? And the price in Bitcoin is 4,410 satoshis, right? 4,410 satoshis. Well, when is the last time price reached these levels? Well, it was in December, right? On 21st. And we were at 4.8 market cap, right? We were slightly higher, so we were at 27 cents. Let me see if I can get it a little bit lower to match 26. So 26, yeah, 4.7 billion market cap, 26 cents again. And look at the price in Bitcoin, 1,400. We went from 1,400 to 4,400 satoshis. In terms of value for lumens, that is a remarkable run. And that, along with, if you look at volume, remember we always talk about you got to pay attention to volume. Look at volume picking up steadily, right? It's picking on up, and I believe that's because as Bitcoin completes its retracement and shoots right back up, so will Stellar. And let's get back to Stellar because that's what we're here for. And so will Stellar. And where on the Stellar chart will the price dip to as it follows Bitcoin's movement? I believe it'll flash crash and definitely hit the 4178, right? I definitely think it's going to hit this level, 4178 over here. Is it going to meet up with this long wick and blow past this level, the 3863 level, and come close to as to where it did before? That's tough to tell. That's tough to tell. I don't... I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of hit this level right here, which is a trend line I drew from the start of the curve. So anywhere between 4178 and 4020. 4178 and 4020 satoshis would be a good buy target to put in if you want to be really conservative. And I think, there's going to be a whiplash in price. As price crashes over here, there's going to be so many buy orders that it's just going to long wick right back up. So if you don't want to be that conservative and you want to get in a little bit early, 4308 is another good level to get into. It already reached that level and now it's kind of pulling back a little bit. So you can always put a buy order there. But I genuinely believe that buys should be the only type of orders that you place. Obviously, do your own research and support your own decisions. But on my end, I feel that that's the best price because we are just setting up to complete the bottom of the dip, and then it's all full steam ahead to this long movement right here. And where did this move? 39.27 is where I had this movement starting from. So that could be potentially where you want to put your buy target as well, 39.27. And where do I predict it'll go to? I predict it'll go to 98.57. That's what I believe the next run to be at. And so that's what we'll be looking for. To recap, we are going to expect a flash crash in price, and we're going to expect it to the price to trigger any buy orders at levels of 43.08, 41.78, 40.40, and 39.27, right? Any of those levels, and then it's going to revert back up at least past 43.08, and close tomorrow. I believe it'll close anywhere above 43.08. And the reason I say 43.08 is because on the daily, for it to show that we're going to have a reversal in trend on the daily, it has to close up above 43.08. Otherwise, if it closes below, then it's going to complete this massive retracement, which means that the price should have to get to 31.42, which I don't think it will. That unless price is going very slowly down on the Bitcoin end, but something else is happening tomorrow, which is the regulatory board in the States is going to announce big news regarding crypto regulation, and generally it's supposed to be considered favorable towards cryptocurrencies, and that the government is not going to overly regulate. Therefore, it should boost confidence in investment into cryptocurrencies, especially from big banks and big investors. Therefore, with that money flowing into Bitcoin, it's a high tide that rises all boats, and I expect all currencies to ride that wave tomorrow. So this on the daily, this candle right here is going to be a very interesting candle to see how it turns out tomorrow. I predict that it will have a flash crash down and then pick right back up, or go up, or a slow move down, hit certain key levels that we just talked about, and then slowly move back up and close above and to make it a green positive candle. So that's what I'll be looking for. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for the support, y'all. I know that we had some comment. We had a comment which shared the frustration, I think, of seeing a consolidation occur. But I really think that it's through consolidation and in these moments where we learn the most. And especially, if anything, how to not be swayed by price action against where we want it to be, in the sense of a reversal and swings from what our indicators are showing us, and how to still hold steadfastly in the right direction. I think that is, like any other skill, something that we have to develop as traders, to constantly analyze and reassure, however, not to break. So let's see how things play out, and I will check in tomorrow. Peace!